tiny scribbly time, and now 2 different live streams are going. I think I'm leaving to go to the bathroom, which is like weird timing, and like I shouldn't be starting all of these streams while like if I know that I think that I'm gonna like run off to the bathroom. Oh wait, I still had some stuff open that I didn't want to have open. Alright, let's put my face very large, and then we're going to figure this out. Alright, let's talk of nightmares and therapies and you're leaving thinking for tomorrow, but something awesome happened on Sunday. Oh hey, wait, let's make a heart shape. Let's make a clover shape. Let's make one of those. And now on the, what is it, normal version of the live stream, we're just looking ridiculous, just saying, look inside your walls, I'm bored from waiting. And Ben is my name is in the chat saying, do you ever feel like a squirrel? Mango juice. Can't say I ever do. And Myth Nerd appeared on the horizontal live stream to say the thumbnail for the live is the bi flag. Are you bi? Yes. Yeah. I mean that's old news to me, but yeah, that's what's been going on. Do you have a Loki from Marvel Universe thumbnail? Anyway, I was trying to close out of something like that. And then I was also trying to hide all of my personal information on the horizontal live stream. And what is Lodes telling us on the vertical? You're saying, basically, I revived my old phone to get the number of a childhood friend from 7 years ago who I haven't been able to contact due to the number being stuck on the old phone. And you're saying, wait, we got horizontal? You're saying it looks like you're kissing yourself. Yeah, we did get horizontal, but it's I don't know, just barely working or something. And hello to Cheeto Loves Doritos. You're saying, which canvas are we getting on? I think I tried to put it in the I think I tried to put it in the what is called in the description what canvas we're on, but there we go. And you're saying, why can't you comment in horizontal? But no, I've just seen you just now in the horizontal. And then Lotus managed to contact a childhood friend after 7 years. That freaking rocks. I feel like that's okay. Not to minimize the amount of, I don't know, effort that it takes to do that, but I feel like 7 years is maybe the ideal amount of time to oh dear, I've sort of messed something up. I feel like 7 years is a perfect, we have to reconnect sort of a time. If it's months, then that's a little bit it might even be a little bit harder to reconnect, but 7 years, that's exactly it. And you're saying it's amazing, just makes me wonder how much she's changed. That's awesome. That's awesome though. Hey, that's a lot of catching up to do. And what if there's like what if there's like more than you expected that you still have in common? I don't know. I'm thinking in fun scenarios kind of a thing. And there's talk of bi-label changing as a person. And okay. I didn't mean to have the 2 live streams running for 3.5 minutes of the exact same time, but that can work out just fine, I say. Okay, readjusting parts of that, and I think that means ending off the vertical, I think. And Williams is saying bisexuality, Jaro has feelings toward one gender and another gender and many other genders. Your greed sickens me. It's the type of greed they talked about, biblically. Okay. Closing out of the horizontal with a bunch of wiggly fingers because that amuses me. And having 2 angles on all this goofiness, where you get to see how much I've been hunching over for the what's it called, vertical live stream. It's pretty funny. Okay, then there's Myth Nerd chiming in to ask, do you have ADHD? You seem like you do. I'm asking too many personal questions. Nah, I feel like these streams are basically for asking personal questions, but then if I don't want to answer one, then I just wouldn't. But if I do, then I would. I think possibly, maybe I have ADHD. It seems very possible. Imagine having such great. Oh, you're saying go to the restroom and come back. We are waiting. You know that thing that happens when you like wait for like just like a second too long, and then you're like, I'm not sure if I have to go anymore. Not to give too much detail, but I don't know, if the urge comes back, then I'm gone. Okay, A B C 1 2 3 OMG, I got ADHD. And we get the encouragements to go to. And then you're asking what my social security number is. Now there's an example of one that I'm not answering. I think I almost wanted to answer with my phone number. And you're asking if I have seen Has Been Hotel and Hello Boss. I've only seen Has Been Hotel, and I still want to finish the second season and frankly rewatch the second season. Okay, so is this showing enough? This is a crazy tiny portion of the screen. It's frankly offensive. You're asking what my DNA sequence is? Oh my gosh. Okay, I like seeing everyone's profile picture and everything. But now that all of the canvas information is only on one side of the screen, it's very strange to me. You're asking what my full legal home address is. Oh, versus the illegal home address. And there's Lotus saying, I love being used as a warning example. What would an illegal home address be like? Hey, you made it out of the vertical. Lotus, oh my gosh, are we saying good nights? Are we saying the moon and Area 51 are illegal home addresses? My goodness. And then you're gonna try something. Oof, oof. Okay, oh my. And then, what else are we doing? There's no automatic translation in this one. Oh my gosh, they really focus on developing the vertical, I don't know, features and stuff a lot. That's so peculiar. That's so peculiar. They focus on developing the vertical features a whole lot. Wow. I can make the chat so small that I can barely see it. I don't really like that. Talking about no way, Lotus talking about peace. Hey, you could give us one final untranslated bit in Finnish, but hey, good night to ya, good night to ya. Okay, you're saying you knew this would be the case. God, you're so smart. Most excellent, most magnificent. Ooh. This is so cute, for real. This is so cute. I'm not sure how Charlie Brown himself would react to being called cute. And Williams is saying, don't compress me, Shadow, don't crush me into the edge. Help, help. Look, no. The entire message is still coming through, alright? The entire thing is still there. D&D story time. And I feel like maybe my mouth is open less now, and maybe the peanut butter tastes a little better. Can I draw something from the Charlie Brownses? Do I have a favorite character in the Charlie Browns? That's what I want to do. I want to look up Charlie Brown characters. Charlie Brown characters. Because I like looking at how cute they are. Alright, we're getting the D&D story times, and Silly Guy saying, depending on who it's from, his reaction would probably change because in the past he has been insulted by being called cute. Okay, so one would hope it would be like genuine or something and not belittling, you know? Okay, the lore up in here. Macdella telling us, so my party consists of 5 players, 1 wizard, a barbarian, an artificer, a druid, and a bard, because of course there's a goddamn bard. There's William saying, you're still eating that thing, share. well, this is the kind of dish where it's less like sharing and more like, please help me. So here's some peanut butter mash. Tastes kind of like the inside of a Reese's peanut butter cup. But there we go. Whoa, Crystal Ball. Hello to you. Well, my apologies if you were specifically waiting for the art stream. I've been massively distracted, frankly. Massively distracted. Man, Cheeto loves Dorito saying, just like Rules Card once said, bark. And you're saying to draw you in Peanuts style. Is it possible? I guess all of their little bodies are very similar. And then it totally makes sense. What is my idea of you in a Peanuts style? Maybe you have a large and suspicious hat. That's my idea here. Okay, and you were saying, one time your party was working as double agents for the evil king of a small kingdom for a quest they received to overthrow the government by the guild, and they wanted to exploit the resources of the land that the king was blocking. And then there's some, what's up? And then draw you in cashew style. Oh, well, I know someone who's deathly allergic to cashews and totally swells up when trying to eat some. Totally swells up when trying to eat some. And then, so I guess cashew style would be really swollen. You're saying the most variation you get from peanuts is like head shape and hair, yeah. And then you're saying your druid's player was sick and you didn't want to RP for him, so said he was secretly befriending an evil king by being a squirrel. Oh my gosh, that would really simplify things, you know? A squirrel that cannot talk. Okay, what is my interpretation? What is my interpretation of a YouTube user? Sati Williams. Let's make a hat. And then the hat is like on your shoulders. And then there's like a body going on. You can't underestimate the gracefulness of the body. Oh my goodness, there is surely several tricks to it that a newcomer cannot get from just the first bit of trying to do it. And there's an arm connected to all of this. Okay, befriending and being a squirrel. And Magdala saying, for 4 weeks the druid couldn't join, and I said he was a totally beloved pet of the evil king now. Just before the evil king was monologuing, the squirrel fucking stabbed him in the chest. Oh my god. And Lotus was eating lichen, so he climbed down and stabbed. Nat fucking 20, evil king dead, first session after a month, and the king died by his beloved pet. Oh my, some interconnected decisions that, okay, damn, okay, I'm very amused. Williams is saying you'll go for water and pee, you'll be back soon. I hope my portrait is finished by the time you arrive. Okay. I mean, is it like, acceptable? Is it on an acceptable track, I wonder? Some shoes, some socks, some bap-a-dap-a-da. Fun to think about. And then Magdala saying, the first session after a month for your druid character, if it wasn't clear. Don't come back for 29 years then, oh my. And then, what else can I put? Very formal. Very formal. And a tie, and a hat the size of, I don't know, high heavens, something like that. And there we go. And the evil king's last word for why. Was I truly that evil? I mean, I can think of some evil people who, if those were the words, I would just be like, yeah, you were. I would be simply amazed that they had the self-awareness to say that. And then there's Cheetah Loves Doritos saying, I tolerate you till you start Alex talking about eggs. Oh my goodness. The random joke, very difficult. And then there's Magdala saying, that was totally fine by me. It was a fun outcome. Nice. And Lotus saying, listen to Feltheb's The World Revolving with lyrics is necessary to understand the depths of human culture. Oh my. Now there's some intrigue. And here is this. Is it in fact a shorts? Which characters don't wear shorts in all of this? All of them do wear shorts, basically. There's like a single one of them that wears pants. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. I'm trying to give some very formal wear up in here. Very, very formal wear. And Magdala saying, so a bit of the lore for the evil king. Oh my. And then it's a little easier to mix up people's messages when I can't see the profile pictures. I almost thought a bit of lore for the evil king was sometimes they have pants, but usually it's either shorts or a dress. Yeah, it's more stylized that way. More stylized, interesting. Well, the other shape just now screams more of a Peanuts sort of comic. So I guess a suit with shorts is the new thing. And then Lotus saying, I mean, of course he was that evil. The dude has evil in his name. Totally. Can a character have 3 heads in the style of Peanuts comic Charles Schulz? I've never seen such a thing before. 3 heads. 1. And they're very big. And another head. 2. And they're all about the same size. 3 heads. Can it happen? Magdala has given us the lore. He was a tyrant, but under him his kingdom thrived. His people lived fearful, but they were the richest peasants on the continent. He was feared, but he was a necessary evil of some sorts, because the last king fucked up the country very badly. Oh my. We get a... were you stepping on us with a giant foot, or was that like a ducky or something? Okay, here is a neck. And the neck going into the body, and you can also have a collar. You can, like all good boys. And here we go. This is sort of this shape. Is that very peanutty? Okay. And Magdala with the lore for the evil king. He revolutionized, got the throne, killed everyone that helped him to get to the position, then ruled for 20 years. And I'm guessing he was a morally conflicted king. He had no kids because he feared they would kill him for the throne. Oof, oof. And then there's some good boys have collars. Little bit of an acronym there. And then laugh. Laugh. I can't tell whether to talk about random things or the things on my mind. Okay, let's scribble this a little bit more and then try to delineate like a shorts or a pants. Shorts or a pants. Now what do their arms look like when they're standing at their sides? It's very much a part of it. The arms are not really distinguished from the rest of the silhouette too much most of the time. It's a little bit like up there. There's Magdala saying he had a mistress and he banished her to another kingdom. His illegitimate son is actually the guild master, which my adventurers belong to. I mean, if you're going through some sort of rigmarole to prevent your kids from killing you and you're an evil king, dude, that's a recipe for disaster. That's a classic relationship bungle. You're obviously going to fall prey to like the prophecy or something, so you'd better be in a good relationship with your kids. Alright, you're saying, I think that's about it. I had fun playing him, but he always screamed or growled, so my throat hurt every time I played him. Oh my gosh, you're getting into it, into character. That's simply wonderful. And what else am I looking at? Just sort of a general overall shape. Alright. It seriously sounds so fun to be in a D&D group. It seriously sounds so fun. Okay, 1 and 2 arms. Other arms. Other arms. Damn. I'm really not doing it. Damn. And is William saying that you're back? I'm having 2 different ideas for your Sona in a Charlie Brownish kind of a style. The first was to just sort of emphasize the top hat and the anonymity, and just sort of dump a really big top hat over everything. And the second was to really try to attach all of these heads up in here. Do all of them have the same nose? Wow, all of them have pretty much the same nose. And they can have a really big grin like that, and then some eyes that are really little. Come on, come on. Excuse you. Well, the tracker was not working for making a single dot of something. There you go. A little top hat. What are you two talking about? What are you talking about? Magdala said, my player said if I ever bought an herbal tea, it meant they would see the king that day. Oh, strategy. Oh, dude, what a life. How lovely. And you're saying you're back. It just got so much stinkier in here. Oh my gosh. You have yogurt, vanilla. You might do Curse of Strahd. Oh my. Your players would probably like that. Hey, that's wonderful. Oh, somehow in all of this I missed that you were the one DMing it. I'm scatterbrained. I'm scatterbrained up in here. Gosh, that's fun though. The absolute theatrics of all of it. Ears. You have ears even though you have 2 heads. 2 extra heads. And then both of your feet can face the same way. With precise measurements, of course. And then there's beheaded, no, 3-headed. Magdala is saying they're currently facing off cultists who are trying to revive an ancient god so that it can rule once more, and your players are like 5 to 6 sessions away from the final battle. Oh, and so that's why you would know how much is left in the campaign, because you are the one plotting it out as much as one. The dice again! The dice again! What number is that? What number is that? Can I see with my light? No, it's too reflective and shiny. I cannot see it from a distance. Never, ever, ever. Okay. What is this? And this. And 2 little feet. Well, that's kind of smooth. That hand is too long, so we would just make a motion like this. Another one off to the side, I guess like this. Okay. And then you said you were the DM before, right? I know it. You must have said that detail, and then here I am just missing stuff forever and ever and ever. Oh, no one's ever letting you play. Oh my gosh. Nat 20, let it be Nat 20. I think that was the D10. I think that one was a D10. Nat 21, Nat 100, fine. I'm picking things up off my floor. You know, sometimes I would leave things there for a year. Okay. 7. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Do I get points for that? Am I winning? Am I winning, Sen? And Williams is saying, I gave Jaro my very personal and secret DMs. Jaro hasn't said anything. I sent a meme at all. Should I dislike and unsubscribe? Wait. Ah. If I zoom in my face, can I find it once again? If I've closed out of it, can I no longer find it? Alright, well, don't look too hard at all of the incorrigible mess of the room because I live in a pile of laundry. But I'm gonna look for your very secret, never before seen DMs. Let's see if I can find such a thing. Because I didn't try to go back into that magma page after it was around. Alright, please click into things. And what are you looking at? You think you should DM me instead? Oh my. You're saying you love being the DM. I can do whatever the freak I want. Are you kidding me? It does sound pretty excellent, honestly. Sounds pretty darn excellent. Okay, do I sort by last active or participated in? Things I've participated in? Dude, I might not be able to find it again. Dude, I mean, what if it's gone? What if it's gone? Maybe even forever. I don't want to mark all the notifications as right. Dude, wait, if I close the page, is it just gone? Is the DMs just gone? Things I've participated in. New drawing, other drawing. Dude, I cannot see where it is. Okay, I guess in terms of DMs, we have no more DMs. In terms of DMs, we have no more of them. Alright, well, let's zoom back out of my face. Here's this entire forehead. Dude, I think I'm looking up attachment styles for relationships and stuff to try to put a name on human interactions so I can understand them. And I think I have a anxious, preoccupied attachment style. I think that's the name of mine. Okay, what else were we saying? I think I have an anxious, preoccupied attachment style. And, ooh, here comes the rain. And I never get used to a camera being mirrored. You're saying what a messy room is. Oh my gosh. There's session prep, and then and some lagginess. You're saying you usually like to run your sessions a bit more on the roleplay side than combat side. The best part is the characters. Nice. I mean, I would say that's probably more of the appeal of things. And do your kiddos, do your players have fun? That's what's good. You ate your yogurt, all of it. Excuse you. Eating all of your yogurt when I shared so much peanut butter. I can't remember the last time I got rained on. Hello, Mama. Yes, I am. I think the package is getting rained on. Or blown away. Updates about our mail. You saying raining? Yeah, a little bit of rain happened just now. Okay, so now here's my attempt at YouTube users like to in the style. There's a decent try. And then because you are eating a yogurt, I have a yogurt. What were you talking about? Things that have all been eaten. You're saying, was that the same mother that liked my comic? Yes, indeed. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Lovely comics up in there. We're all scribbling all around on this canvas. Just creating some Peanuts characters indeed. What a fun task that is. And with some various reactions to being as small as a dude's armpit's hairs. Alright, what else was I thinking about? Talking about Mater from Cars. And I think she didn't get any new mothers recently. But hey, never discount what can happen. Just making sure I've infected everyone. Let's go, guys. Yeah, I mean, it's so fun and cute, honestly. Wait, what would be a fun kind of character to try to do in this style? Frankly, any character. But, you could have a Winnie the Pooh. You could have a... I wanna do like some kind of a favorite one. Maybe one of them from Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, maybe I can put a kid from Cowboy Bebop in this style. Okay, I think I'm gonna try to thin down the brush a little bit. And you're saying you look like an Earthbound character in there. Indeed. My impression was that you look like an Earthbound character to begin with. If you're saying you want to become Nut, or whatever, you want to become the Peanuts style. It's been a minute. Oh my goodness, Taz, you found the horizontal version. Yes, there's no filters or auto translate on this version, but so I guess YouTube is gonna want people to only stream vertically from now on. Let's try out more of the... Oh my god. You've shared the DMs once again. Okay, thank you. I can see it in an email. That's pretty good. We're talking about how it's 2 a.m. True, I wanted to end this off in like 10 minutes. Like 10 minutes, because then I will have been streaming for 2 hours. Oh no, we're hitting the 2-hour mark in like 6 minutes actually. You said night, you said good night. They brown on my Charlie till I peanut. That sounds really bad. That sounds the worst. But good night to you, Magdala, and thank you for sharing all of the lore and stuff. I am glad that you had a lovely Valentine's Day and a very cool bunch of sessions of little Dungeons and Dragons. That's fun. So you're not leaving now? Oh my god. Okay, yes, remember, goodbye. If you leave, the bye counts. If you don't, it doesn't. Okay. A little tree is appearing, and what I really want to do, the shape I really want to make, the Peanuts style, sort of. The line thickness is a big part of it, I guess. Line thickness really contributes to it. And then what character was it that I was drawing? Wait, okay. I thought about Cowboy Bebop, but it's kind of cursed. It's kind of cursed if I do a has-been hotel character. Okay. So you know what's up. You know what's up over here. Not everything has to be a little bit cursed, but also sometimes I have the thoughts and and it's a little bit difficult to resist them. So, okay, that's not that's not reassuring in the slightest, I know. Okay, so here's a little bit of hair, and and how do you express this, I wonder? Do I need a new like thing happening with the stylus to fix this? This is deeply funny to me. Okay. Then there's Lotus saying there's no leaving this hellscape. We've forgotten what the concept of freedom even means. We remember nothing outside this bubble. It's that angel the dust. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, perhaps. Oh. You thought that there was a clear contender for the most cursed thing on the canvas. The thing that's getting its pits licked. But no. Okay, let's get like over here. And a little tooth. But no, the Charlie Brown's things have a really wide smile. It's like wide and thin and circular like that. And then you can have a tooth. Okay. Okay. And Lotus is saying you're gonna buy. The mist blurs your vision and soaks into our clothes until we can no longer carry the weight. You are getting into some sailor and ocean themed poetry lately, huh? Drawing back. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm trying to put the little body. Okay, like that, or I don't know. I don't have the body ideas. Oh wait, you're doing the football thing. Wait, okay. Let's look that up then. The Charlie and Lucy with the football. I want to see. So it just starts out with standing so normally, or maybe it starts out with winding your little butt up for a football kick. Wind your little butt. Okay, it goes like this, and then there's like one foot here, and then it's like very oval, very round, and then the other foot out to the side. On Valentine's morning, I was getting stood up for a date, and then I texted that individual, specifically a little gif of Charlie Brown and Lucy. And okay, what other things are we putting here? What other features? Okay, probably the arms. One arm is going forward. Very cute, very adorable. You have indeed infected everyone with the urge to try out this art style. It's so cute. Okay, one little arm, the other little arm, and okay, more of a straight line on the back, and then one little fist. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, he said to check the magma notifications. Is it possible for me to open it up? And she looks through it saying, alright, get to go. Enjoy making peanuts and send them in the Discord later. I want to see it. Gotta clean though. Bye. Hey. Thanks for stopping by. I'm ending this off soon. Here's a little tour of this canvas. Cursed as it may be, God, what was happening in the corner? Do I even know? Do I even want to know? Did Heg Pie stop by? With no announcement, waiting for us to notice, but we noticed. Hello Pie, hello Heg, staring at you. Oh my gosh, there you are. That's some hilarious, I don't know, events, cameos. What do we call it today? Oh my gosh, that's funny. And I try to finish a single angel dust in the Charlie Brown style. Never thought I'd say that sentence before. Angel dust in the Charlie Brown style. And is that gonna be like sleeves? I guess there's sleeves like that. But then it doesn't, there's not a clearly defined shoulder. And then what else happens with the angel dust outfit? Shorts, so that translates to the style really well. Shorts. A shirt going like this, I guess. Oh yeah, wait, keep that arm if you're putting one there. A bunch of arms, can't forget that. And is it against the style to give a pointier shoe? or does that just happen? Oh my gosh, secret guest indeed. Hey, bye. Hope you're doing okay lately. I hope your weekend has been pretty good. But I keep having like telenovela drama, whatever happened to me. I didn't think I was a dramatic person, but I'm finding out that I'm a dramatic person. It's kind of it's a little bit devastating. It's a little bit devastating. I thought I was gonna be logical and like emotionless. Thought that was gonna be me, my identity, but apparently not. Alright, we get a bow tie. None of the motions that I try to do to make a little dot in all of this, none of them work. Okay, go like this, go like this. And that's sort of the outfit. We're absolutely about to kick that football. What other dots do we need? Like this? Like 3 of them? There's Disney. So okay, guys, I was just eating secretly, and then power woke me up. This is so very interesting to me, even as it's sort of the time that I intend to log off. Oh my gosh, of all of the days to be super distracted and only get some of this in here. Okay, what else do we got? A little bit of a collar. That's some shaky line work. Alright, there's Hype by saying, I'm so sorry you got stood up, girl. Gender neutral. It's I mean, I was interpreting it in the morning as getting stood up, and then the date came through like in the night instead. But I was like really sensitive to like previous cancellations, so I was like, what the hell? Alone forever. Stood up. What does this mean? On a Valentine Day. That's what a fucked up thing to happen. It was rescheduling though, but due to a past history of simply canceling our plans, I was like, oh no, this is it. Oh, we're out forever. It was a very dramatic course of a day. Started it ready to break things off, cut things off. Ended it ready to, I don't know, be hugging and kissing and get your kisses in and whatever. And straight up, my entire life I thought I was gonna be like not dramatic and stuff. I thought just because you know therapy speak and know what is technically healthy, maybe it's like effortless to do that. But I guess I was thinking that as someone who knows that it is healthy to exercise and also doesn't do that. This amuses me. This amuses me very much. Alright, you're talking about dramatic? Oh, it's so dramatic and recent that I think I'm actually not gonna get fully into it. Yeah, yeah. Maybe some other day. Maybe some other day. But it's I've accidentally cried too often on one of these live streams because I would be feeling sad, but then also being on a live stream at the same time. And that's a little too public already. So I want to try to beat the being too dramatic allegations that I have leveled at myself. And so I'm just gonna not say anything about that. Then I just take by saying love is the one thing nobody can be normal about. Don't feel guilty for the dramatics. It's allowed. I think I'm what's it called? Anxious, preoccupied, and the person I tried to see is like dismissive, avoidant, and attachment styles, and that's I don't know, it's some kind of a bad combination. But as I try to find the words to explain human behavior, I'm also thinking to myself, is this horoscopes all over again? Is this one a pseudoscience? There's so many angles to overthink things from. It's simply amazing, and by amazing I mean horrifying, and perhaps if anyone is ever in love, we are maybe in hell, maybe forever. Alright, there's like, you're saying don't go anywhere you don't want to with the explaining stuff. I mean, the problem is that if I am dramatic, maybe I want to, but also let's just like hold that in or something. Okay, we've got an angel dust in the in the Charlie Brown style. Okay, wait, if I hold something back, it's gonna be like on my mind until a different day. Upon thinking that I was getting stood up because the reschedule from the morning to the night wasn't immediate, I recorded a video of me like crying and like saying stuff to like cut things off, like 6 minutes of crying, and sent that, and my bestie, who is a doctor, says that's a red flag, and I'm gonna say yeah, probably yeah. And I guess it's my red flag era. My logic was that this person had known that I had cried sometimes, but didn't get to like maybe see that in person, and I didn't know if he like felt that it was like real, you know. There's William saying, so you have normal human emotions? Be dramatic with me, Jaro. Why does my life have to be a comedy? I'm telling you the dramatics now. But don't look at me like I'm a freak or anything just because I send people 6.5-minute videos of me crying over text. That's anyway, I make a noise so rumbly and low just now, maybe elephants can hear it through the ground. That's the dramatics. That's the dramatics. The day started like that, and then I just kind of spaced out and like stared into the distance in the car. You're saying that's perfectly normal? Thank you for saying that, because I'm very sensitive. Thank you for saying that. I'm very sensitive. Why are you saying you're literally God's strongest soldier? Please know this. But I hear it's a red flag. Just. And so in the morning I was like cutting things off. But then one time I told somebody, I don't think we have anything in common. This is a different person, a different day, a different scenario. One time I told a friend, I don't think we have anything in common. Maybe let's not be friends anymore, because this was just like an online getting to know each other kind of a thing. And then that person told me no, in response to not being friends anymore. And then that confused me enough that I guess I decided to continue to be like unofficial friends or something, and I still chatted for like honestly a couple of months, because that surprised me enough to keep going. And so that picture of my psyche is to say that apparently when I'm crying and going to cut something off, relationship wise, that doesn't come from somebody with like a firm and stubborn determination to do things. That comes from somebody who can be talked out of, I don't know, anything apparently. There's saying, I think they like what I've just drawn. Let's tour this canvas since we're trying to get out of here eventually. There's, you're saying people do that? Yeah, incomprehensible. In any case, the person that I was trying to like reschedule for the night. Check out that damn artwork. Check out that damn artwork. Okay, fan art up in here with the okay. And so I guess this person I've been trying to see doesn't express like affection over text or stuff very often, and so I haven't been able to interpret whether affection is there and exists. And then I got like piled in a bunch of gifts like at the night, and then because I had been like looking for affection for months, like this had like overridden the part of me that's like I'm like a minimalist. I don't look for physical belongings, and then I could just sort of see what it was, which was somebody trying to show affection. It doesn't come through in texts maybe ever, and I should stop freaking out about that maybe because it comes out in a different way. There's William saying, "Don't want to be your friend anymore." No, okay, let's be friends then. Okay, I think that's I feel like a weird and weak little larval baby for sharing emotions and dramatics, and I feel bizarre, and I feel strange, and I feel something close to embarrassment that this is a part of like who I am as a person, just interpreting things dramatically. But I don't know, I keep hoping that having awareness of it is going to make it easier on the people who know me. If I can just be aware of that. But yeah, I guess the takeaway from all of this is, I don't know, if I ever have a friend who says, and I try to break things off with that friend, the friend can just tell me, no, I don't accept this, and then that's an Uno reverse, and it surprises me that they win. Ooh, none of that came out coherent, but oh my gosh, the art's on this canvas today. The art's on this canvas today. Looking, looking and cooking, amazing. There's some styles. There's some. Please, Lord, deliver infinite joy to this motherfucker. I didn't realize that my understanding of affection was so like word and text based that like I'm sending a does this mean we're breaking up text from underneath a pile of very affectionate gifts? And maybe the first step to getting better from mental illness is to realize that you are having one. Because what is that? That's messed up. Okay, let's. No, I don't think that I benefit from. I don't think I benefit from that. And now you're saying, Shadow, I don't want to be your parasocial friend anymore. Can I Uno reverse this also? What if I say no? You're in this for a while. You're in this for a while. Home slice. It's a ridiculous lot of things to feel, but I don't know. I'm working towards calmness and I don't know, less freaking out. Did I draw this entire Aang? Why did I do it with such a fuzzy brush? Can't remember that whatsoever. Did someone else get some of this Aang? Ah, this is... Oh, this is freaking funny. There's a cow called Infinite Joy. There's Heck by saying, I'm satisfied with my parasocial position of logging in, reassuring Charo that they ruin our normal when logging out. You're gonna tune into... Oh my goodness. Gonna tune into one of these and I'm gonna be having the normalest time because I feel like I've been having a dramatic time for like the past few streams that you've showed up to, and I just I don't know, I want to have like normal and fun things to report. I went to my college's uh like club for being gay, and then they were having arts and crafts, and then I talked to the person next to me, and that was a normal and good social interaction, and then it feels like the potential to really make some friends, and then my friend who was a doctor just last night invited me out with also her mom to their neighborhood's masquerade party where I put on a dress and then wore a mask, and then that was fun and normal, and I sang along with Bohemian Rhapsody, and fun and normal awesome things happen. Just the I guess just the dramatic things stay in my head for a longer amount of time, and I get the urge to complain about it because it satisfies me. Ooh, I love a good complaint. But there's all of that. Oh, heck, I say, the moment you have a normal time, I'll be out of a job. No, look at me, I'm being so normal. I'm being so normal right now. You're saying you drew that Aang as a bitch? Okay. I gotta sign some things on it. I want to be like, did I contribute a head or something? In any case, let's write. I'm writing your name. I'm writing some things. I'm writing some various things on it. Maybe a crystal on it with some things like this. Some crystals growing on it. Some crystals. And then maybe even some palms. There was normalcies. You're saying we're all your parasocial best friends. That's marvelous. You're saying I think you drew the tongue. Simply marvelous times. Oh my. But yeah, I've had a normal time at the clubs at my college. And that I also had kind of an abnormal time in class where we had like 20 minutes to prepare a speech, and then me and my team accidentally pitched half-price strippers for the whole family. You would think that would be easy not to do, but it's surprisingly difficult to not do that, I guess. So that's for a marketing class. That wasn't a normal time, but it was a time that I feel mostly normal about. Yeah. Okay, some crystals, some palms. There's you saying. Personally, I think of myself like an artsy Jiminy Cricket. That's simply wonderful. Being artisanal, being like a wise cricket. What else can we want for in life? Oh, in a heg life, dare we say. So, I would just like to say, for the record, I've had several very normal and cool times. Even I'm at the clubs in my college. I'm at the masquerade at my at my best friend's neighbor's house. I might not be out for a long time or a completely socially secure time, but I keep trying to socialize in increasingly normal ways, damn it. Increasingly normal ways. Your stupid bucket, Chunk is heck life. Which way is this going? Which way is this progressing? Okay, I've drawn a little bit of a logo with a crystal palm. Oh, did you get to see some of the foods? I've mixed sugar with peanut butter with sugar. It turned out worse than I thought, and really strange. I do like saying, fuck my stupid baka life. Even though there are not really a lot of scenarios where I can say that. Okay. So we're like on the hour mark of this type of a stream, and then did you want me to would the cow's milk be finite joy? Milking finite joy out of infinite joy? Huh, maybe. And then, pure cathartic bliss. This is deeply amusing. I wait. Okay, I can. Aw, I thought I could open this up. Did you? Okay, it is showing me the preview of the meme in the email, and I don't think I'm missing any of it. Oh. Oh. I just sort of accepted that maybe there was a man with a dog's head maybe in real life when you showed this to me. It's maybe a man and a dog sitting perhaps separately. All right. I have Williams. Williams, do I narrate more of your meme, or is it very secret, and is it very private? YouTube user City Williams. Williams, do I narrate more of your meme? You're not you're saying I'll be your parasocial friend. Then I was going to become a regular kind of friend, but it's okay if you want to keep parasociality. You're putting me in a trap. You're putting me in a trap. In a trap. And okay. Ba-da-ba-ba. There was the dramatics, and now that I've shared the dramatics, maybe I can finally start to lose my taste for sharing the dramatics. Because whenever I would read somebody's, like, I don't know, Reddit stories, if any of them started the day with actively breaking up with somebody and ended it making out at the drive-in movie, I'd be like, that's a mess. I can clearly see that's a mess. But apparently I only have good judgment for Reddit posts. That's all there is. Okay, you're saying it's the most private secret meme. It has my social security number and my full address. Just don't narrate that. I see. So if I'm describing like a picture of a wolf and like a picture of like there's a red circle and then the wolf is like lonesomely and alpha-ly staring off into the distance contemplatively, none of that is your social security address, right? Or social security number and full address rather. Ooh. this football kicking scene, it's turning out very it's there's a certain heft to it, I want to say. Alright, here's these various corners of this canvas as we head out of this stream. There's Hegpie saying, alright, I'm heading to bed after a long day in the Shadow Mines. It's been as fun as ever. Shadow, feel cool forever, please. I promise I'm having cooler and normal experiences starting to make friends at the club full of gay people at my college. Thank you for the reassurances, though. Even as I complain in a dramatic fashion because it's cathartic and something to do so. Thanks for drawing with us. Have a wonderful day or night or sleep a bit. I can never tell if somebody's like staying up really late or if they've woken up very, very early. What wonderful artworks are going on here. Is this Fox? You're saying you have to stay in the Shadow Mines. Oh dear. Alright, thank you all for being here, drawing above the sparkly blue toenails with me. This has been a longer time streaming than I would have thought, and I maybe should have used the bathroom earlier. Well, that's too much information. Here